What up, what up, what up, man? And welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look. I've been sitting here today, right? And I've been driving around doing the shit that I do. And I apologize for the quality right now. I was supposed to be the fuck home tonight and grab my laptop, you know what I mean, and cut an actual video, but I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of my mentality right now. I'm just like, fuck it. But I wanted to sit here and tell y'all about my day today. Right. So I woke up in Virginia. I got up a little late. I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I was up to like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Fuck, I couldn't fucking sleep. You know how that shit operates sometimes. Because like yesterday I woke up at like 4:30 and then I fucking put a trailer in the door, got unloaded, and I got on the clock at like 7:30. And I went on about my business, heading over to the place I had to go to. But the thing was, is like I had been up since 4:30, and I went to go pick up this load. And when I went to go pick up this load, it took them like 4 hours to load me, and I fucking fell asleep for like 2.5, 3 hours. So I had like a nice long nap in the middle of the day. You know what I mean? And when I did, like it ended up like fucking up my sleep schedule for the day. I won't have that problem today because I've been up running. But I got up like 9:30, 8:30, 9 o'clock today, and I got on the road and I drove up to New Jersey to drop off a load at this place called Burlington Coat Factory. I don't know if y'all have it where you live at. We have them where I live at. It's a place, I'll tell you what, man, I got a lot of nice shit there over the years. I got a couple really good shirts I really like. I used to always go there to buy my cologne and shit, to be honest with you. Fucking, I like that fucking place. When I was a kid, we used to get coats there and shit. But I pull in, and like you pull in and there's like this big wide driveway with a guard shack on the left hand side, and there's 3 trucks parked 3 wide, right? And then there's like another truck behind the truck on the left hand side. So I pull up behind the truck in the middle, right? Because I'm like, oh fuck it, we're filling in, everybody takes a turn, whatever. Man, listen, you know what I'm saying? I get up to the front, the dude pulls out or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He was in front of me, and I go up to the front, I walk over, and he goes, and this black dude goes, "You're not in line, man." Like, yo, there was 3 trucks here when I showed up. And he goes, "So I don't care, you're not in line." So I had no idea there was a fucking line. Just to begin with, like, cause like after I sat there for a little bit, all of a sudden, like all these trucks pulled up on the left-hand side. And I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean? So I ended up sitting there for about an hour and a half. And I fucking finally got the opportunity. Another truck pulled up behind me and shit. And like fucking we both backed up and pulled over into the left-hand side. And I mean, I waited like in line with like 7 or 8 or 9 different trucks. And then I get in there and like they do the paperwork or whatever, and they don't tell me where to take the fucking trailer. They also don't tell me where to take the empty, and they don't tell me to go to receiving. So I go in and I ask like a dude in the yard who's like walking around the yard and shit. And I'm like, "Dude, where the fuck do I go?" You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? It's like, yo, I realize like I'm probably supposed to drop this trailer somewhere, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know where. Right? And he goes, "Man, I don't know, man. This is like my 3rd day. I don't know anything." Well, he's like, "Yeah, no, this is my 3rd day. I don't know anything," right? Because he's like from fucking Africa, and for some reason I did it in an Indian accent, right? So like, yo, I go back over to the guard shack. I go, "What the fuck am I supposed to do?" And he goes, "Oh, you're supposed to drop that along the fence and then go over to receiving over there." I said, it would have been nice y'all would have told me that or wrote it down on the gate pass, whatever the case might have been, or whatever. Fucking, I go over, I go into receiving. I sit there for a minute, you know what I mean, grab me a Pop-Tart or whatever out the vending machine. And I fucking sit there and I hand in my paperwork. And like this lady standing here doing whatever the fuck this lady's doing. And like it's noticeable that I'm being treated like shit because like the color of my skin, because I'm a white dude. And it was almost all like Africans and Ricans and shit. And I mean Spanish speaking people. I was like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm in New Jersey. I know what the fucking deal is. So I'm like, I asked the lady behind the counter when she gives me my paperwork, and I'm like, yo, fucking, like, where do I get an empty? What empty am I taking? She goes, "You got to go find one." Okay. So I'm fucking gotta leave, right? And I go over and I start looking around the trailers, and now like some of the trailers got like double red fucking seals. Some of them got like pink and white seals, whatever. Right, they all got like these tags on the back for like, you know what I mean, like gate pass tags or whatever, for like trailer tags, saying like a number and a scan barcode on it. And so like I'm looking around and like all these trailers is sealed. You know what I mean? Like usually if a trailer's empty, it's like left open or like fucking it'll have no seal in the back, so you can just do whatever you got to do. You know what I mean? And like, so I go over to the guard shack and I'm like, yo, look, you know what I mean? I go over to one dude and I'm like, "Dude, where's an empty at?" he goes, oh, none of these are empty, man. No, whatever, right? I asked the same dude. I'm like, apparently this guy don't know shit. So I go over to the guard shack and I ask them, they're like, anything with a pink or a white seal is empty. It's like, all right, cool. At this point, I had been here about 2.5 fucking hours. Legit. So now I know what I'm looking for. I go grab it because I'd already seen a couple of them. I grab one, hook up to it, pop the seal in the back, check to make sure ain't nothing in the back, do my pre-trip, and I get on the road. And I head over to the guard shack. I go over to the guard shack. This dude legitimately gives me shit about popping a seal and doing my fucking pre-trip when they ain't fucking gave me one direction since I fucking been here. Whatever. While I was sitting here, though, I asked these motherfuckers, I told them, I said, look, I'm going to be late for this next load. Right? Because it's supposed to be picked up by 6 o'clock. I ain't leave out this bitch till 6:30. It was 3:30 when I pulled up. I knew I was going to be late. And not only that, I was already like 110 miles from where I needed to be at, just to begin with. It's like I know, and I'm going into Baltimore, so I know there's going to be traffic and bullshit, whatever the case might be. So I stand here, and I stand here, and I send out my empty call and all the bullshit I got to do. You know how to fuck all this shit. You got to like send out all this paperwork or whatever you got to do. And like, so I'm standing here, and I'm fucking, what's the shit I'm talking? What the hell was I going to say? Oh, I'm standing here and I get out of here and I let my fucking map load up or whatever so I can get on down the road. I get on down the road, you know what I mean? And I run into like fucking traffic or whatever, right? I-95's closed. Well, at least like the on-ramp from 295 to I-95, which is like, whatever, I don't fucking care. So like, I gotta get off the highway, like, you know, I sit in traffic for like an hour and a half, and then I gotta get off the highway, go around, and then get back on the highway, and, you know what I mean, you go on about your business. So, while I was in traffic, I wrote them, I said, hey, look, is this place even open, the shipper? I sent them a message. And I receive a message back, you should probably call them and find out. When did I become an office person? Like, when did this fucking happen? So then I call them, right? And I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I should call. What? The fuck do you mean I should call? That's your job, right? I'm driving down I-95 in a tractor trailer. You should call. That's your fucking job. So I stand here, and, you know what I mean, like, I'm driving down 95, and I you know what I mean, like, he's like, oh, and this dude, he's saying, he gives me the excuse while he's on the phone. He's like, oh, well, you know, I don't really have time to be calling people. I have 50 drivers calling me right now. I'm not sure what's going on. Hire more people. It's always this bullshit of like, oh man, we ain't got time, you know, fucking da-da-da-da, we can't fucking, like, charge more money. This is the fucking problem. Like, legit, charge more money. This is why, like, these giant trucking companies should be broken the fuck up. Like, real shit. Swift and CR England and fuck CRST and Snyder and JB Hunt. They should be broken up and sent in, like, different fucking companies or something, man. So, like, we have competition in the fucking market. Because this nonsense of these assholes fucking taking loads where they're making 8 cents, you know what I mean, on some bullshit. And, like, they're the only company that can swallow that type of bullshit because, like, they bought millions of fucking futures contracts or fucking oil a year and a half ago, and now they got, like, massive amounts of diesel sitting around and shit. It's fucking garbage. Legit, it's fucking garbage. It shouldn't be fucking happening. And it's fucking over everybody who doesn't work for one of these big goddamn companies. Like, yo, like, this efficiency at all costs bullshit is fucking retarded. Anyway, right? So then I get a message from this dude, and he goes, well, I don't know. He says, well, the office is closed. You're just going to have to drive down there and find out. Now, I got 2.5 hours left on my clock. I'm an hour and 25 minutes from this fucking place. What happens if this place is fucking closed? What do I do then? Sit on the street? Can I sit on the street there? Is there parking there? It's nowhere near a truck stop. It's in Baltimore. Can this load be picked up in the morning? Nobody has any answers to any of these fucking questions. Legit. And I'm standing here, like, nobody knows shit about nothing. And I'm left to making executive decisions where I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm just going to park the truck and we'll deal with this shit in the fucking morning. You know what I mean? If they got something to say, like, I don't give a fuck, I will give them their truck back and walk the fuck off. I don't fucking care. Legit. That's the level that you get on with these motherfuckers. Like, it's the dumbest shit. I don't fucking understand it. It don't make no goddamn sense. And it pisses me the fuck off. But this is the reality of driving a fucking truck. Like, real shit. This is the shit you deal with every day with these fucking college kids that never drove for a fucking living. They ain't never motherfucking had to do shit. And they're lazier than fuck. That's why fucking I'm like, yo, I can't stand like these fucking college motherfuckers and shit. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. Because they're all just lazy, worthless fucks. Anyway, man, yo, look. This is Tom Peace and Pinoy News. I just want to get that shit off my chest as it aggravated the fuck out of me. I'll holler at y'all motherfuckers later. Peace.